Hey, it's Vaughn. Welcome back to Spin the Rock. If you want to listen to us in any podcast format, we're on all podcast platforms. If you need to keep up with us, search us up on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and enjoy the episode.
Ho, 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 and welcome back to the Spin the Rock podcast. I'm your host, and with me are my elves.
Eugene.
And Vaughn.
As you can tell, it's our Christmas episode. Yeah, we have a lot of things we want to go over. Christmas schedule, our main topic, and some news. But before we get into all of that, let's start off with, I think the thing that's been on everyone's mind, the thing that we've been talking about the most, Draymond finally, I don't want to say finally because I think this is too much, but he's been suspended indefinitely. What do you guys feel about this? Like, what do you think about it when you first saw the news?
Off rip, I was definitely shocked. Probably just like every fan in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand, with actions come consequences. But even something like this, it's not gonna stop him. He might, pull another John Morant of sorts. He'll say, "Oh, I learned yada yada yada," and then a few games down the line, he'll do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But it might have to go on the board. I think he's out of there by deadline.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think the Warriors are gonna keep him after this. Given he has a mixtape of such events now. So I don't know. Those are my thoughts on it, but
I think the funny thing is he tried to play it off like, oh, I was trying to sell a call. No, man. That was like he charged up his super. He wound around to smack Yusuf in the face, Like, there's no way anyone's going to believe it was an accident. But, yeah. Am I mad about this? No. Warriors L. It's fine by me. Do feel bad for Curry, though. Even more so. It was just like Draymond's 33 years old and has not, kept his temper in check. Like, if something's gonna happen, I could see something with the Warriors and Draymond going separate ways, But I don't think Klay Thompson is safe either. Considered the washed allegations aren't so much allegations anymore. I thought like heading into the season, CP3 would have been the trade bait, but I don't know. Those two aren't safe now. It seems.
bro, no one is safe. Wiggins isn't safe. Like, all the Warriors are in shambles right now.
I'm waiting until they blow it up, bro.
No, for real. I mean, I think for me, I knew Draymond was in trouble when Steve Kerr was mad. Like, cause that man never talks about Draymond Green. Like, when he like uppercutted Jordan Poole, like he didn't say anything. He was just like, these things happen in the locker room. It sucks that it came out. But then like he finally snapped. He had enough of Draymond Green sending audition tapes to the WWE. It's like it's kind of wild. Indefinitely suspended is insane. Like,
Yeah, it's still like what he comes back to the league after counseling and stuff. Like he went for counseling after he rocked Jordan Poole, so it's not gonna work.
And
yeah.
like it's still not gonna work.
Like what is Adam Silver gonna do? Like set up like testing scenarios? Like, okay, Draymond, what would you do with this situation? Like, it's just kind of wild. Like, I think if they put a number on it, I feel like maybe something would actually change. But like the NBA and sending players on these side quests is like it's kind of crazy.
Right.
It's like their go-to thing now whenever a player does something like outlandish. All right, and then moving on. The NBA this week has been insane. So let's go to the Cavs situation. So the Cavs have also been in shambles, but more so Donovan Mitchell is starting to get like frustrated. Both Garland and Mobley are out for with injuries. So what do you guys think about the situation going with the Cavs?
Well, they're not super high in the standings where I imagined they'd be
Mhm.
preseason. uh, Evan Mobley out 6 to 8 weeks. Garland out a month. I think Donovan Mitchell put this one on the board. Donovan Mitchell getting traded during the season. So
That's
it's a
these
lost season, dude.
these trade deadline predictions are insane. All right.
Hey, we think they're insane right now, but trade deadline is always crazier than what we even imagine.
I know.
True. That is
So,
true.
but yeah, I mean, I think we were all expecting higher things of the Cavs, but you know, with these injuries, I wouldn't expect them to possibly slip even more. How much they can slip, I don't know, given the other worst teams in the East, but they could definitely probably slip at least a couple seeds, especially with them being out, and now Donovan having to carry the load now.
Yeah, it's crazy the flip flop from last year. They were like top five almost the entire season, if not the entire season. Donovan Mitchell looks like he fit right in. And then they lose to the Knicks. And it's just like it's been like misery ever since. Like it's just they can't catch a break. And now I wonder I'd like now I wonder what are they gonna do? Because if they do trade Donovan Mitchell, then they're kind of like
It's a rebuild squad, basically.
yeah, they're kind of in a worse place than they are now because they got rid of so much for him in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, if they trade him at this deadline, it's like, bro, I would hate to be a Cavs fan after February. Like, I would just like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be like, I think it would be a bad idea if they do it, but like, who knows?
Right. It's all front office stuff. You know, it depends
Yeah,
on what they want to do going forward, especially if Donovan ends up demanding a trade kind of
yeah.
thing. Then it's like, all right, well, what do we want to do? But they could possibly maybe get something out of Donovan. We'll see though.
Yeah, and I feel like he's still a high valued player,
Mm.
so I can definitely see him getting a lot for the Cavs. I think the craziest thing is that Donovan Mitchell would be on 3 different teams in the span of a year and a half.
Right.
Like that would be insane to think of him.
Right.
Like it was already weird seeing him not in a Jazz jersey, but like I'm barely getting used to him in a Cavs jersey. If he's in a different jersey again, I'm gonna be like, it's gonna throw me for a loop every single time. All right, and then lastly, the thing that everyone's been talking about, and not even for the reason we're gonna talk about, Giannis got a career high and also broke the Bucks franchise record in points. I think it was 64, right?
Yeah. 64.
Yep.
Yeah.
64. So let's get it out of the way. Let's talk about the record first, and then we can talk about the thing that most people are talking about. So, what do you think about the record being broken? What do you think? Like, does this add to Giannis's legacy?
I mean, he's got a record over Kareem. Like
Mhm.
that's history right there.
Yeah.
He was really motivated. Like you have to be to get 64, but you could tell he was hurt over losing that team in the play-in.
Mm.
Did he have a 60-point game before, or was that his first one? Because
Let's
you
look
would
up.
think, like, arguably the most unguardable player in the league would have at least one 60-point game. But regardless, he's Giannis. Proud of him. It was to be expected almost, Um,
Okay, his second highest was 55 points.
So he's never had a 60-point game. Yeah, that's
No,
crazy.
and that was this year.
That's crazy.
January 3rd, 2023 against Washington, 55 points in 37 minutes.
And he couldn't even get 60 against Washington, bro.
Bro, he got 60. Well, actually, that's not surprising. The paint is basically his. I was gonna say he got it in 71% shooting. It's with his 64-point game.
That's true. I think he's I'm pretty sure he's top 5 in field goal percentage right now. So that also helps. And he also set a record for most points without a 3 scored. He didn't have a single 3-pointer.
Crazy.
Yeah, so that's also pretty impressive, more or less. But 64 points, all twos. That's
Yeah,
And
that's
not
hard work right there.
not beating the no bag allegations though.
right.
Like I'm not one of those people because being like if he can dominate the paint, like why wouldn't he? But
Exactly.
it's not helping his case for sure.
He just sprinting down the court, spin move, Euro step,
Yeah.
getting it in the
Yeah.
basket, but
And then finally, the thing that I feel like more people are talking about than the actual record-breaking thing, the game ball situation, which has been like a meme all week with Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, this in general. What do you guys think about this? Because also in that game, his brother, I don't know how to pronounce his brother's name, Thanasis,
Thanasis,
also almost went to destroy half of the Pacers team. So what do you guys think about this entire situation? Do you think it's overkilled already?
Well, tempers were probably rising. Giannis, they're already up by 20 or 20 something, and fourth quarter game's already over pretty much. But then they keep Giannis in, get that 64. That's what they should do with this man here. Keegan Murray had 12 threes the other night. They kept him in. Could have been more. Could have broke a record, but whatever. They didn't want another Giannis Pacers situation, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of like making their statement for beating them in the play-in, whatever. And then Pacers just want to be petty. Pacers mad petty. Don't want to give that 64 game ball. What was it? They were giving it to their rookie who scored their first bucket or something. That was their excuse, at least. But
his first and only bucket.
Yeah.
Bro had one free throw.
No disrespect, but I don't even know his name. I haven't even heard of him.
What's crazy is that they were in Milwaukee, so the fact that the Pacers took the game ball is insane. You weren't even in Indiana.
And on top of that too, Giannis ended up getting a ball, but then he came back and said, it doesn't feel like the game ball, but we'll never know.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro just scored 64, broke crazy records, literally knows the ball isn't the game ball, but is still gonna take it out of courtesy. That shit's ass, but it is what it is.
Yeah, bro, it was just a wild situation. And then of course, every single game after that, there was at least one person, which is wild. People are breaking records left and right this entire week, and getting career highs. So every single time that's happened, it's where's the game ball? Oh no, don't take the game ball. It's so wild. I think the best thing to come out of all of this is Giannis sprinting full speed down the tunnel with a grown man hanging off his jersey.
Bro, I saw the clip before I even knew what happened. I was like, why is he so mad?
All right, but that's some of the news we wanted to talk about in this episode. We wanted to keep it short because we know when this comes out, it's basically the week of Christmas. So we wanted to keep our news segment short, but we're going to get into the meat of the topic, starting with the Christmas schedule. So we haven't brought it up because last year we brought it up too early, and so when it came around to the Christmas episode, we had nothing to say because we already talked about it. So this time we're keeping it. We saved it for this week, and so I think I have the right one. And so starting with, I'll just go over the schedule. It's going to be Knicks Bucks at 12 or Eastern time. Golden State Warriors at Denver 2:30. Boston at LA 5. Philly at Miami 8. And Dallas at Phoenix at 10:30, all Eastern time. First, let's just get this out of the way. Is it better or worse than last year's?
So much better. Like, come on. We got Lakers, Celtics. We got yeah, I know. That's just insane right there. Mavs, Suns. I mean, if those teams are healthy, that could be interesting.
I'm excited for the Kyrie KD matchup. Obviously not against each other, but you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
To see them play against each other.
Yeah, it is way better. I think the one I'm excited for the most is for sure Celtics Lakers. Like that's gonna be fun, a fun game to watch for sure.
Mm-hmm.
On Christmas Day, like they pulled out all the stops. Last year's was just like a lot of them just didn't make sense.
At crypto too.
Oh wow! So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Are you guys gonna be watching every single game? Is there a skip on this one, or are they all bangers?
Bro, I don't know why, but the Knicks Bucks games have all been close this season so far. So that might, maybe not best game, but it might be a banger. Warriors Nuggets, that's a toss up. I mean, I feel like the Nuggets should win, but with how the Nuggets been playing right now,
insane. The Nuggets have been playing like ass.
Hopefully the Celtics Lakers game. I feel like on paper that will probably be the best game, but we'll see. Sixers versus Miami. Maybe a hot take, but I feel like that one might not be as good. I feel like that might be the weakest game.
Yeah, because like the Sixers have been on a tear lately, and the Heat are kind of always up and down. You know.
Yeah.
Right. And then Mavs Suns. Hopefully, everyone is healthy for that. I don't see why anyone would want to rest that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think Heat Sixers is my skip. Like, out of all of them, they're probably the least interesting, especially like Eugene said. Like Sixers are just on a tear. They've been like balling out of their minds. Tyrese Maxey is having like an insane season. So I feel like with the Heat, they're not as competitive as the Sixers. So I'm probably gonna skip that one. Mavs Suns. I feel like it's late. I feel like Mavs Suns is late because because the beef, like half the people who had beef with them are like not there. Like it's two completely different teams. So maybe this will reignite the beef. But also it's like I doubt we're gonna like we still haven't seen all three of Beal, KD, and Booker.
Right.
Like we're in December and they still haven't played with each other.
Well, we got like 3 minutes of them before Bradley Beal went down.
The best super team of all time.
Never play.
Yeah. But yeah, it was so like I just feel like I've been so low on the Suns because we like to be honest, we still haven't seen them. Plus with Bol and like trade rumors, like they're just like a weird team. Like I feel like they're not done, which is so weird because we're 30 games into the season and they're still like I feel like they're still incomplete.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if I have any skips here because that Knicks Bucks game, the Sixers Heat game, I'll have to check the fourth quarter on those to see if I'm going to tune in.
Yeah. All right. Okay. And then of course the question we asked last year, I think I'm not even gonna guess. I don't know if we got it right, but who's scoring the highest on Christmas Day? Who's gonna have the best performance? Last year it was Aaron Gordon was one of them, like out of nowhere. Aaron Gordon had one of the best games of his life against the Suns last year. So who's having that kind of performance this year?
Bro,
I gotta go with Luca only because this is the Suns and he wants to like kill Devin Booker on Christmas Day, especially, and he's just like a safe option as well.
Mm-hmm.
I like that pick.
That's a
I
good
do.
pick.
Oh man, I mean, like I feel like Embiid could be up there, but someone we've never seen play on Christmas. It's probably a bold ass pick, but I'm gonna go Dame.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Because like I said, we've never seen him play on Christmas, so it'll be his first time. He's gonna want to, pop out. They're not playing at home, so it is at MSG. Could be historic. We'll see.
That's a good one. Oh wow, I really like that pick. I think for me, I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm also gonna say Luca, but because ever since he had his kid, he's been insane. And so
that has some truth to it because Fred VanVleet had his kid in that playoff run and leading the championship. He went crazy. Derek White had his kid, went crazy. So yeah, the same is true for Luca. Like I can't argue against that.
Exactly. Like newborn Christmas Day. I think it's gonna be a Christmas miracle. He's gonna get another historic triple double. Especially against the Suns.
That Luka Christmas magic for real, bro.
Exactly. All right, and that's the Christmas schedule. So let us know if you're going to be watching that Christmas Day. It's a solid schedule. So I hope you guys catch at least one of those games. What's the must watch? Is it Celtics Lakers?
Yeah, it has to be.
Absolutely, bro. I'd probably say in order. I'd probably say Lakers, Celtics. I guess for me personally, Lakers, Celtics, Bucks, Knicks, Mavs, Suns. And it's a tie between Warriors and Denver and Sixers and Heat.
Mm.
That Warriors game is just such a toss-up, bro.
I just hope that's the game that gets us back on track. All right, and then our main topic. So we were kind of wondering what topic we were going to do, and so I came up with the idea. Let's pretend we're Santa. We're each Santa giving a gift to an NBA team. What gift would you give to any NBA team? It can be as something as simple as Bradley Beal and KD and Booker never getting injured again for the Suns. It can be anything you want. What's the best gift you can give a team? Who wants to kick us off?
I guess I will because you just said it. Help for the Suns.
No way. That's so funny.
Bro, ever since Bradley Beal has been traded to that team, I have wanted to see them all play. I just want to see them play so bad because, again, it's going to be Booker playing point, Beal playing shooting guard, KD playing small forward, and then, whoever else they got at power forward and center, Nurkic and whoever else. I really feel like these are arguably top 3 best scorers in the league. They've all led the league in scoring at some point in their career. So it's like, now defense is a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. But offensively, they could put up tremendous amount of points.
Yeah.
So health. Health. I give the Suns health.
I think that's a gift to all of Phoenix, bro. I think that's a gift to all of
That's
Phoenix.
true because Nurkic too, but
Yeah. their fans, like the team. Like if Phoenix got the gift of health, like that would be like the best gift.
Yeah, like you don't even know what this team really is or the improvements you have to make because those guys don't play with each other. They're supposed to all work around those three, and they're like playing out of roles right now. So, yeah, I mean that's must see TV we haven't been seeing just because injuries.
Yeah, true.
Or injuries. They could be load managing, but
Maybe.
Yeah.
something's wrong. They say something's wrong.
Okay. Well, I got Hornets, and that's new GM because this team has been bottom of the trash can for far too long, and something's got to change up top, man. Like MJ, he sold his share of the team. He's gone. Now you're just looking at the general manager. Like, why would you give Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward those fat contracts where you can't sign anyone else for years to come?
Mhm.
That is a mistake in itself that should warrant like a change of scenery for that team. But like even the young guys in the draft selection, like you've got LaMelo Ball, and you kind of scored with Mark Williams with how low you got him, but like at the same time, Mark Williams is not a top 20 center in the league. They still have such issues. And it's just like, what direction are we going with these Hornets teams? Because somehow the only lucky thing or unlucky thing they keep doing is there's a reason to call the Hornet convicts.
That's the thing too with the Hornets, because like I feel like they have so much potential, but it's like I don't know. I feel like you got to do a complete transformation of coaches, front office, like everyone.
Yeah.
Just clear everybody out, then hire through, and then try. I don't know. I don't know what has to be fixed, but definitely front office needs a lot of changes.
Yeah. I mean, bro, the fact that every single one of their players has something wrong with them, like every single one of them, like it's insane. Like what's going on? Is there any control of the team whatsoever?
They got no discipline.
Bro, no facts. I mean, people clown the Rockets for that kind of stuff, but it's like, no, bro. Like, look at the Hornets. Like, all their starting five has one blemish on them. Like, one thing that they've done off the court that's like could get them in jail. They're all menaces to society. That's a good one. That's another great gift, bro. I feel like that's a gift that like could have been given to them like 10 years ago too.
Yeah, man. At this rate, LaMelo Ball's career is gonna look like Kemba Walker. Like nothing's happening over there.
That boy gonna be hooping in Israel soon.
Oh man. All right. I had two in mind, but I'm gonna be a little selfish. My gift, and I use this as an example when I pitched the topic, is a gift of a backup center for the Denver Nuggets. We have DeAndre Jordan, who is like, yeah, he had one good game, but like, bro, that does not mean we should keep him. He should still not be there. Chet almost had a triple double with blocks, and it's because of DeAndre Jordan. Like most of those came off of him, and it's like our depth is looking sad. And I think Jokic, he's out of his mind. He's playing insane, but like, let that man take a breather, bro. There should be no reason why we're still employing like what? How old is he? 40?
He's not 40.
That would be wild, man.
He's 35, bro. He's close to 40. You want to know? You want to know his? Okay, hold on. I need to find. I don't know if I. Here we go. Stats. His last stats since his 20-point game. Are you ready? 2 points. 2 points. 4. 4. 2. 25 minutes and 9 points.
Damn.
2. 2. He had one game since his 20-point game with more than 10 rebounds.
I see his replacement. He's right behind you, Angel. That's the man for the job.
The decision. There should be no reason why I'm seeing DeAndre Jordan on Christmas Day, bro.
Who do you think would be a good backup for y'all, if anyone, or if you can name anyone?
Bro, any center in the league under the age of 30? Anything is an improvement, bro.
I didn't even know he had a 20-point game. I'm not gonna lie.
That was the game where both Murray and Jokic were out, and for some reason, him and Reggie Jackson went Lob City on the Rockets.
Oh, okay, I remember. That was funny.
Yeah, it's here. Let me. It's just sad, bro. Because we've let good centers go. Because we had some good ones, and they always just like stay for a year, and then like the Nuggets are like bye. But for some reason, we're keeping on to DeAndre Jordan, and I just don't get it. Oh man. So yeah, that's my gift to the Nuggets, a backup center. And I know Nuggets fans are probably thinking like we don't need it because we won a championship with DeAndre Jordan, but like it wasn't DeAndre Jordan, it was Thomas Bryant. It was our backup center, and now he's gone as well. So it's like I don't know.
Who's your second one?
My second one was a win for the Detroit Pistons.
Enough said.
Enough said. So people can finally get fed, can feed their families.
They are on a 23-game losing streak, for those who don't know.
Bro, people were like, who's going to get a win first, the Spurs or the Pistons? And the Spurs literally the next day got a win.
They are sitting below 100 right now.
They're on track to be the worst team in NBA history, bro. People, it's gone to the point where people are saying put the Pistons against the best college team. Like we're disrespecting NBA players now because of them.
Which has never been said, by the way. Like even the worst, like even the Bobcats, that never happened with. That is insane.
It's getting wild out here, bro. People, it's getting to the point where like they had to change the graphic because people were like, "Oh my god, they lost to Wingstop," and so they had to change the way they made their graphics. Oh man.
He said
So,
a win
yeah.
for Pistons. That's a solid one.
I think that's the best gift anyone is gonna receive this year, honestly.
Yeah, if I give the Pistons something, it'd be relegation in the NBA. Bring out the G League team so the spotlight's off them for the rest of the season because it's embarrassing.
I wonder what Adam Silver's thinking about this, bro. I'm heated, bro. I'm getting called the GOAT of the NBA commissioners. But during my tenure, I had the worst team to ever play NBA basketball.
They probably got no jersey sales, bro.
Bro, ain't no way. But it's just wild. I never thought I'd live to see the day to see a worse team. And I think, let me look at their schedule. I think like it's getting worse. Like their schedule's about to get hard. Let's see. Tomorrow is against the Hawks. No, okay. So then they had Jazz, Nets, and then Celtics right after that. Raptors, Rockets, Jazz. So they have a chance. They have the Nets and the Jazz in the next 4 games. So we might see a win. But I highly doubt it.
I have another one.
Okay.
John Morant for the Grizzlies.
Oh, true.
Now he does come back in 2 games after not they've played 24. So yeah, after next game, tomorrow's game against the Thunder, he's eligible to play, I believe, against the Pelicans, unless he has to go through like physical or whatever. But that will be the game against the Thunder is the 25th game. So yeah, I gift John Morant to the Grizzlies coming back.
Now here's a question that everybody's been asking. Will they make playoffs with John Morant returning? Or do you see them missing any what do you see them making any type of postseason? I'll make it easier.
With Jaw, I think they can. I think because there's still plenty time to turn it around now in the front half of the season. And obviously they still got 40 games on the back half of the season. So I feel like it's enough time. They're sitting at 6-18 right now. So, I'm speechless right now. I don't know.
Eugene saw that record and immediately was like, hold on, maybe not.
I don't know. I feel like it's possible, but
Oh, we're gonna get so much hate because we keep shitting on these bad teams.
Well, the Grizzlies could have done us a favor and won double-digit games, but 6 games, you're supposed to be a playoff team? Come on.
literally,
How are you not going to get laughed at?
Oh my god.
I hope playing. At least I hope playing.
Okay.
Well, given recent events, I'd give the gift to the Pacers, meeting the Bucks in the postseason.
Oh,
So,
I don't think that's a
sit down.
gift, my guy. I
No,
don't think that's
for
a
them, I think if the Bucks don't change anything, I think the Pacers are a better team.
Oh, okay.
Given how deep the Pacers can play versus the Bucks in a postseason, yeah, you got Dame, yeah, you got Giannis, Bobby Portis, whatever, but you're just gonna kill them on the bench.
Yeah.
So I think the Pacers. If I were the Pacers, I would want to see the Bucks.
I mean, they beaten them before, so.
And I was like, during one of the games I was watching, one of the Pacers games I was watching, the announcers, I'm not sure whose stream I was watching, whether it was Bucks or Pacers, but the announcer was saying, like the Pacers are probably one of the deepest teams in the league, given their bench capabilities. And I thought about it, I'm like, he's not lying, because who else would it be? It's them, probably the Thunder. This might be my bias, but Lakers arguably.
Celtics.
Bro,
I think that's it.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
The Mavs have no bench. The Wolves have no bench. Oh, Kings. Could we say
true.
Kings?
Yeah,
Kings.
Not the Clippers, not the Rockets.
Definitely not the
I think that's it. So, yeah, I think even though the Pacers are sitting almost at 500, just over 500 right now, they pretty much are one of the deeper teams in the league. It's just, they're sitting so low because the teams above them are just better.
yeah. Just also, like after the ball incident, The next day they signed James Johnson. So now they got someone to throw hands. That's another incident.
They got the black belt in karate, bro.
Bro, it's
They're
kind of
ready.
every team is like there's like a new thing where like people are signing goons, bro. They're signing people just to handle these type of situations. It's so funny. They're tired of Draymond running the league. It's time someone dethrones him. Oh man. All right. Any other gift you can think of?
I was kind of thinking about the Hawks, but I don't know what they need.
Bro, anything, honestly.
I would say, I guess another one, maybe a veteran for the Magic. I don't know if they have one.
Joe Ingles.
Oh yeah,
Is he still on the team?
think
He's still on
so.
the team. He's having like his worst season though.
Oh my god.
Then I guess like a. I don't want to call him bad because he's not a bad player, but like
Like
I
a
guess-
leadership type role
Yeah.
versus like he's an old head.
right,
Kind of like how Steven Adams was for the Grizzlies.
yeah, basically
Mm.
someone of that nature for the Magic. Not that they necessarily need it, but you know, if they keep on keeping on with the way they are right now this season, they're definitely going to need it.
Yeah. I agree.
I could do a couple quick ones. Timberwolves backup point guard, because Mike Conley, he's been having like a crazy efficient assist to turnover ratio year, but also he's like 35 as well. Like let him have some rest.
Yeah.
Get a playable point guard out there.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, and then Celtics need to not play the combination of Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, and Luke Cornett. Goofiest lineup I've ever seen, man. Like that's all he's doing out there. Like ideally, we get a replacement for Cornett, but things have been going good so far. But
It's-
those three together, like probably the worst basketball I've seen on Celtics history.
All right. I don't have a third one. Let me see. Maybe I can think of one real quick. Yeah, I don't really. Oh, I have it. This is a gift for the Raptors fans. A rebuild. A rebuild. That's my gift to the fans themselves because every time I watch a game, I'm in pain. I'm miserable. I'm like, I want to turn it off immediately. it's just not fun watching the Raptors right now, especially because they keep making dumb decisions.
And it's like they're in the middle of like they don't know what they want to do. Do they want to contend? Do they not? You know?
Yeah, like last year, picking up Podol and then turning around and trading away. We literally just talked about him when I forgot.
Oh, Van Vliet.
Yeah. So it's like, so you picked up Podol, but then you trade away like one of your best players. Like, what was the point?
No, he walked for nothing. He didn't even get traded. He just left.
Yeah, you just left. Like that's
even
wild.
worse. But
Even worse, bro. Like, why did you go out and pick up Podol? Like, it's weird. So it's just like I don't think the Raptors know what they want.
definitely
Because
not.
I think they see the type of players they have, and I think they have too much faith. I think they don't want to part ways with the players, but it's like it's time. Like you can get a lot out of all three of those guys.
That's the true Canadian nature.
Yeah.
I think they're just waiting for like another Kawhi level trade to come their way this whole time, all these years, but like it's just not happening.
No,
I don't even think it can happen. I mean, sure, you can get something out of Pascal, but not a Kawhi level player, you know? Because like
But, yeah.
they traded DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard. Like
Yeah.
that is an even ass trade, but I don't know. Pascal, you can because that was just a one-on-one trade too, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know if you can do that with Pascal. You know,
Yeah. Siakam's on his last year of a deal, and if you're in trade, there were the rumors that he wouldn't sign an extension with whatever team he's traded to for whatever reason.
right?
So I think he wants like a supermax contract from the Raptors or something. That's got to be it.
Yeah, and it's like, it's also just like they also want to keep OG, and it's like, why why won't you get rid of him? Grady Dick is in the G League. Like Scotty Barnes is like the only person I would probably say don't get rid of. But I look at the roster and it's like Gary Trent Jr. You can get rid of him for someone. Siakam, get rid of him for someone. Anunoby, get rid of him for someone. You know, like it's just like there's so many players on our team that like isn't good enough to justify keeping, but is good enough to have a strong rebuild start.
Right.
Like build around Scotty Barnes. Like get Spicy P, your time in Toronto is up.
It was up after the chip, bro. Let's be honest.
But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna call it. If you are listening on Spotify, make sure you check us out on if you're looking for the audio format, we're on all podcast platforms at Spin the Rock. If you're looking for the video format, we're on YouTube as well. So make sure you like and subscribe there and give us that good old 5 stars on audio platforms. We're on all social media platforms at Spin the Rock, so check us out there for clips, episode updates, and much more. Thank you for listening. We won't be back next week because it will be Christmas Eve, if I'm not mistaken. And believe it or not, this isn't the only thing we do. So I hope you all have a happy holidays. Let us know if you're excited for the Christmas Day schedule. Ho, ho, ho. We'll see you again.